Well, folks, it is a Tuesday afternoon, and just a kind of a sad note. Our Australian Shepherd dog, and I'm not sure of his age, he's getting up there, but he was diagnosed with carcinoma this morning, so his life expectancy is not great at this point in time. He's healthy enough that we weren't going to put him down yet, but anyway, that's the sad part of farming. I'm going to turn the camera around and show you the afternoon project. So first of all, these cows saw what I was doing and they had to come up to investigate. And I am putting out the creep feeder. I have January calves, and I'm sure that they'll be able to start coming in there. I don't put much feed in right away, but with the price of cattle, I can't afford to creep feed. This particular cow right here, she's one of them and hadn't calved yet. I'm going to take a look at her while she's just standing here. In fact, this yellow tag is as well. She's making bag. It is not real big yet, but she's going to calve. Baldy cow is making a little bit of bag. She's going to calve. That's heifer 226. She's going to calve. So there's some progress on some cows out here. I have some more I'll need to check, but I'm going to put just 50 pounds of creep in the creep feeder and see if I can get these calves started. Well, there's the twins, both nursing off of mama. I'm gonna try and check to see if they always nurse off the same side. 519 is nursing off the left side of the cow, and 518 would be nursing off the right side. So I'm just gonna follow that out of curiosity, see if they always nurse off the same side. Hey, good morning everyone. It is a Wednesday morning, and hopefully this is the last day of I'll have to do what's called cardiac rehab. So I walk the whole lap around my pasture. And what's kind of interesting is, I'll turn the camera around, I put this creep feeder out yesterday, and within 30 minutes I had calves inside that, which is pretty surprising. But anyway, they're off to I guess a good start. And with the price of cattle, you can afford to put creep feed in. So right now there's two of them. You just saw one walk in. So I'm finishing up my walk this morning, and I do have the farrier coming in to trim my horse's feet. So that's the first project this morning after I get back to the house. Well, today I cleaned this lot out. I had fed hay here to where all the bred cows, and I'd bring them up into this lot before they were calving, and it was a mess. So I know it doesn't look like much, but it's a heck of a lot better than what it was. So that was today's project. So I had to put the bucket on the tractor. Got that done. Run it out of fuel, so I had to run to town to get fuel. And the other thing that I've done today is I've hooked up the big water tank with the float valve on it. Instead of running water each day, we'll do this. Little update on what's going on. Well, today I finished my cardiac rehab, and glad to have that over with. Of course, they still want you to do walking and some exercises. and I actually think I get enough of that on the farm. But anyway, I'm glad that's over. Next stop today is I'm heading to Standish Farm Supply down in Bedford to pick up some goat feed and some cattle mineral. And then as soon as I get home, I'm getting a delivery from RJ Equipment out of Liberty, Kentucky, I believe, and they're dropping off a creep feed panel because mine was damaged and broke, and also a horse hay feeder, because I've determined my horse wastes way more feed than my cattle, and she hasn't had a bale feeder, so that's going to be dropped off, and plus a new 14-foot gate. So I'm headed to Interstate 69, 37 South to head down to Bedford, Indiana. So that's the morning project. Well, I'm here at the feed mill getting feed. And coming right up here is the #1 goat man in all of southern Indiana. Maybe of all of Indiana, I'm not sure. So if you're wanting goats, besides my place, of course, Earl Stewart. He can be contacted. Got a Facebook page, lots of good goats. So I'm getting goat feed and some cattle mineral. Well, today's project is, well, one of them is complete. I got this creep feed panel from RJ Equipment down in Liberty, Kentucky. They delivered it yesterday. Then I went to the local TSC store and bought a couple corral panels. Got some rebar to hook them together. Don't know whether you can see that. So these calves are starting to eat creep. And I can tell you that the price of cattle, and it's worth creep feeding. So I have started creep feeding these calves, and this is probably the best setup I've ever had on this particular creep feeder to remodel it. The panels got tore up last year. This is my other creep feeder. You can see it's quite a bit smaller compared to what I just put together, but it works. I've used it for several years. Those are the things that I've done today. I've also put out quite a bit of hay to get through next week. Since I'll be gone 4 days, I may have to put out a couple more bales before I leave. But we have rain in the forecast tonight, and I'm going to go back here and check the cows to see if there's anything else I need to get up in the lot before I leave. What's interesting about this hay that I put out, it's the worst hay that I have. Pretty crappy stuff, and for some reason these cows go to it before they go to the good hay. I don't quite understand it, but something about it. So I'll walk through these cows, see if there's anything I need to get up. Here was my other project today. Hung this new gate. The other one was just about ready to fall off, rusted in two holes, etc. Couldn't patch it anymore. And then the other project was, this was delivered last night, this horse bale feeder. That horse had a tendency to waste a lot of hay, so hopefully that will solve that problem. And you can see over in the distance, those are some replacement heifers and 3 cows. It's due to calve, and I've got them up. Two of them are really close, and I lock them up of a night, so let them out during the day. And like always, I always put 2 bales on the tractor ready to go for the next time. So I think I'm headed into the house. It is, let me see what time it is. It is after 2 o'clock, and I haven't even stopped for lunch, so I think I'm headed in to grab me some lunch. Again, I don't know whether people enjoy watching these videos or not. I'm going to try and keep continuing to do this, hopefully until I can hit the 1,000 subscriber mark. Well, a quick little project here on this Saturday morning, and we had quite a bit of rain and wind last night. So I'm in town at the big barn to get some square bales for the goat kids that's in the barn, as well as the cows that's yet to calve, because I'll bring those up. And it's supposed to rain more this afternoon, so I want to get this job done. Pretty simple, and then I just get the hay. I back the truck down here and we'll just throw it in. Okay, I'm loaded up and I'll pull this truck out, and then I've got to bring the Massey Ferguson tractor back in the barn. I keep it down here during the winter, don't need it at home, it's an open station. Use the cab tractor. Well, walking a cow and a heifer up to put in the barn for the night, and it is really muddy. I hope I don't fall and bust my butt. I don't need all these, I just need 2. What a muddy mess. Well, here is cow 911. She's going to be bull bred. She's got quite a bit of udder. Not know that she sprung too much, but with the storm and rain, she's getting locked in. And then the other one that I have locked in the barn for tonight, and we'll always let her out during the day, is this heifer here, and she is a true north, and she's a twin, and she is bull bred. Her due date is actually the 22nd, but since we've had stuff coming as much as 10 days early, she's up for the evening. Well, I was filling up this big water tank, and then I don't know whether you can see at the bottom, it's got a hole in it, so I had to drain it all back out, and I will put some JB Weld on it, and that will plug it up. So as always, folks, thanks for watching. As I inch toward that 1,000 subscriber mark, please share with your friends, hit that like button, and encourage everyone to hit that subscribe button. Have a great Sunday and a great rest of the week, everyone.